I would like to talk to you about the Leader in Me program, specifically 7 habits. What is a leader? In the dictionary, to lead means to direct or to guide by influence. Leaders get along with others, they are responsible, appreciate people's differences, and are problem solvers and creative thinkers. Being a leader is about finding and using your strengths and helping others find theirs. Who can be a leader? Everyone has the power to be a leader, even all of you. Each person has unique strengths and can make a contribution in and out of school by sharing those strengths. Being a leader is not about being popular or holding a position. It's about using your strengths and encouraging others to use theirs. Why learn the 7 habits? The 7 habits are the roadmap to becoming a leader. They are life skills that will help you anywhere you are. Each of the 7 habits will help you today, tomorrow, and when you're an adult.
Hi, my name is Emma Ellis, future pediatrician, and I'm going to be talking about habit 1, be proactive. Being proactive is controlling yourself. You make good choices and you lead yourself in the right direction. A good example would be when you shake up a Coke bottle. As you can see, it's all fizzy. If I was to open this, it would explode. Sometimes our emotions explode. This is called being reactive. But when we're a water bottle and we're shaken up, if I took off the lid, it wouldn't explode. We stay calm, just like people do when they're proactive. Another part of being proactive is having good weather. If your weather is good, you're having a good day. But if your weather is rainy, you're mad or in a bad mood. For example, if Mr. Johnson was having a rainy day, we know to be on our best behavior. At Campbellsburg, we always try to have good weather because our weather affects other people. For instance, if your wife or husband was in a bad mood, your day would be kind of off. But if your wife or husband was in a good mood, you would have a good day. So this was habit 1, be proactive.
Hi, Isaac Hall again, future engineer. I would like to talk to you about beginning with the end in mind. To me, beginning with the end in mind is when you plan ahead and think about the consequences of your actions. A good way to begin with the end in mind is to make a mental mission statement in the morning, because then you can begin the day knowing you're going to have a good mood or good weather. My class mission statement is, we will enter this class with sunny weather, giving our best efforts to educate ourselves and others to help strengthen our community. By being proactive, honest, and encouraging, we will lead by example to build a better future. What is the end for you? Before you figure this out, you must think about who you are. For me, there is no end, because I want to live life to the fullest. I want to be promised today, tomorrow, and my whole entire life. I want to keep on helping in any way I can, so I never think there's a limit of success. When I begin with the end in mind, I plan ahead and set goals. I do things that have meaning and make a difference. I'm an important part of my classroom. I look for ways to be a good citizen. How does saying no help you? Well, saying no helps me, because actually, if you were going to go and do something with your friends, but then you had an important document you would have to do, then maybe your friend would also have to do their document, and they would do that same exact thing. My name is Isaac Hall, and I just taught you about beginning with the end in mind.
Hi, I'm Devin Downey, future orthopedic doctor, and I'm here to tell you about habit 3, put first things first. Putting first things first means to do the important things first and the least important things last. For example, if you have sand, which simulates the small things in life, and rocks, which simulates the big things in life, and you try to put them in a bucket, which would go first? Well, the rocks would go first, and then the sand. Because if you put the sand first, the rocks wouldn't fit in the bucket. Just like if you fill your life with the least important things, you won't have room for the most important things. I spend my time on most important things and don't spend much time on the least important things. I set priorities, make a schedule, and follow my plan. I am organized. to our school and told us about when she was in the competition. She didn't win the first year, or the second year, or the third year. She won the fourth year, but she never gave up. Some things waste time, and you need to put them last. They're most likely fun and relaxing. For example, if you had homework due the very next day, but you also got a new video game, you would need to do your homework first, and then you can play. Where do you fall? Do you put first things first, or do you put last things first? I'm Devin Downey, future orthopedic doctor, and I just told you about habit 3, put first things first.
Hi, I'm Taylor Whitaker, future pediatrician, and I will be explaining habit 4, think, win, win. This habit is about we can both get what we want, neither of us have to lose. An example of this is if you and your wife or husband want to go out to eat. You want hamburgers from Dairy Queen, but she or he wants pizza from Hometown. Then you will find out that Scribers sells pizza and hamburgers. That is thinking win-win. If you like to think win lose, it's like a totem pole where you are on the top and everybody else is down at the bottom. If you like to think lose-lose, which is my least favorite, it's like a downward spiral. This means you're pulling each other down. And last, if you like to think lose-win, it's referred to the doormat. This means you're always being stepped on. Compromising is not the same as thinking win-win. I'm Taylor Whitaker, and we can all win.
I'm Adam Porter, and I'm going to be a future video game designer. I will be talking about habit number 5, think first to understand, then to be understood. And what it basically means is to listen before you talk. To achieve my goal, I must overcome some listening roadblocks. And the first roadblock is spacing out. And when you space out, your mind wanders from place to place while the person is talking. The next roadblock is pretend listening. And when you do this, you make it look like you're listening, but you really aren't. And then some phrases you might say are, yeah. Next roadblock is selective listening. And when you select listen, you only listen to the parts of the person talking that you want to listen to. And then the second to last roadblock is selfish listening. On this roadblock, you listen to the person, but you only listen to them because you want to bring the conversation back to yourself. And a phrase you might say is, I know how you feel because I've had that happen to me too. And finally, the last roadblock is self-centered listening. And when you do this, you don't listen to the person talking at all. You just listen to yourself, think about how you're going to respond to them. The roadblock that I use most is selective listening. And the big reason why is because I just want to do the fun things in my life. For instance, say my mom or dad comes up to me and says, Adam, go clean your room, and then you can go outside and play. I just casually tend to forget the clean your room part, and then I go outside and play. Sometimes it's just good to listen with your eyes than it is with your ears. And a big reason why is because people tend to use body and facial expressions to help them explain what they're talking about. To be a good listener means to mirror back in your own words what people are saying. So, for example, if I'm at school and I'm in a big group doing a giant project for the entire school to see, and then somebody says something that really complicated that I normally wouldn't get, I'd say, so what you're saying is, and then I'd say back what they've been saying. I'm Adam Porter,
I have to synergize because I'm one of 13 kids. So if you synergize, you work well in groups. You learn from other people and respect their strengths. You seek out other people's ideas and use them to solve problems. You know that two heads are better than one, and you let other people into your life to work. For example, think of a person playing a guitar, and another playing a drum, and one more playing a keyboard. Individually, they sound good, but together, they sound great. If your weather is rainy, you can work in a group of friends to change it to sunny. You can see synergy everywhere. In the woods, trees tangle their roots to be better and stronger. Everybody's differences are good, because if you and everyone else were alike, nothing will happen and you won't learn anything. But when you take two people and put them together, great things will happen. Has anyone ever heard of the third alternative? Well, the first alternative is my alternative, and the second is yours. But the third alternative is our alternative. If you like to work alone, I hope me telling you this makes you want to work more groups, because two heads are better than one. Everyone should synergize or work together. I am teacher or teacher Shine Inc., and I just told you about habit 6, synergize.
Hi, my name is Kyla Henson, and I'm a future environmental engineer. My habit is the last one, sharpen the saw. A man has been sawing down a tree for 3 hours and still hasn't sawed down much of it. What could be wrong with his saw? He needs to sharpen the saw. I keep my saw sharp by exercising, hanging out with family and friends, and eating healthy foods. 4 ways to take care of your saw is physically, mentally, spiritually, and socially and emotionally. You can, for example, riding a bike is physically, aka exercising. Second is mentally. By getting a good education, like reading good literature, you exercise that area. Third is spiritually. By having meaning, purpose, and contribution, like praying or meditating. Last is socially and emotionally. By having a relationship and occasionally having unique challenges, you work with that area of your saw. Congratulations! You have now learned of all of the 7 habits, which will help you on your journey to become a leader. But what is a leader? To me, I think a leader is someone who takes charge for their responsibilities and actions. By showing others that you're taking charge, you're showing others that you can be a leader. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please ask. If not, thank you.